Hey everybody, it's Mal P. I'm going to do a tutorial as much for beginners that want to learn the actual number system. So I'm just going to start in the key of C, for example. First, how do we locate the key of C? Well, what I do, I'll locate where these two black notes are. If you see, it's in a pattern. It repeats itself. So you have 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, so forth. You see the pattern. You find where's the two black keys, okay? And the key that's closest to your left hand, to your left, furthest left, the black note that's furthest left, drop it down once. So locate where there's two black notes, the set of two. Remember, it goes 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. The set of two, and then the note furthest left, bring it down one. That's how I locate C when I started out, and it seemed to help those that also applied that. So that's the key of C, and now what we're gonna learn is scales, understanding scales, which is very important. I was told a long time ago that scales helps build the progressions, and the progressions then build the songs. So let's look at the key of C. Okay. So what we're going to do is, besides just, majority of the people that play or ever touch the keyboard, the piano, the first thing they do is tinker around with the all white notes, because that's just the first thing you do. It's easy. It's very easy to do. But why do these notes go together is what we need to figure out. So, as I locate C, I would definitely say if you have pen, paper, write this down. Your starting note. This is considered the starting note. Whatever key that the song is in is considered the starting note. So for example, C is going to be our starting note. Okay? And then we're going to go whole steps and half steps. Now, whole steps is when you're skipping a note. So say I'm going from here and I need to make a whole step. So I'll skip this note and go to the following note. That's a whole step away. A half step is going directly next to the note. Directly next to the note. All of these are considered notes. So all of these notes count. So again, starting note, you have your whole step is skipping a note. So if I'm here on D and I need to skip a note, the next note would be the E flat or D sharp, or the black note, and it would be to the E. Okay? So that's whole steps, half steps. So you have the starting note, then it's going to be a whole step. Remember, whole step is skipping the next note. Then it's going to be another whole step, so we're going to skip the next note. Then it's going to be a half step. Again, the half steps, there is no note in between. There's no hop over another tone or another note. So it's going to now be what? A half step. There's no note in between. So now it's a half step. Then you got another whole step. Then you have another whole step. Then you have another whole step. No note in between is a half step. Okay, so that's the technique or theory for learning scales. Again, the reason why we want to learn the scales is because the scales build progressions, or sorry, the scale, I made a mistake in the beginning, but the scales build chords, sorry, and the chords build progressions, okay? And the progression and then builds the songs. So again, the recap, we locate C, drop down, and then we go, remember the whole and half steps. Half step is the next tone. These are all half steps. When you're doing a whole step, you're skipping the next note. Okay, so we got half step is the next note. Whole step is skipping a note. All I'm doing is doing all whole steps up the board. That's an exercise if you want to do, and a half step exercise if you want to do that as well. But again, let's run this scale. So you got starting note, because we want to know the scale of C. You got a whole step, half, there's no note in between, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step, no notes in between. All right, so practice that. And if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me either on the webpage, which will be MGP Productions, and you'll see that you can also follow me on the Facebook fan page. I'm also on Twitter, which is Malcolm P 26. Until then, be blessed.